Weird seeing me from this angle, huh? Yeah, usually I'm the other way around, but this is my media consumption gaming bedroom setup. So here's my PlayStation 4. I've had this since it came out in 2013. Stock internals, haven't bought a PlayStation Pro. No. This is a 720p TV, although if I turn it on, right there, 1080p 60 hertz. So, and I'm absolutely positive that this is a 720p television. So, frankly, nowadays, it needs a bit of an upgrade, and so is the PlayStation 2. So, for the PlayStation, I'm putting an SSD in there. This is a 500 gigabyte SSD. For me, storage doesn't matter as much as speed, because speed desperately needs to be improved on this thing. So I picked this up for around $100. Really cheap for an SSD. And this is one of the highest rated SSDs, the Samsung 860 EVO. So we're going to see if that fits. Hopefully the one I'm more terrified about is the PlayStation setup with the SSD, because I've never done this before. That's going to be part 1 of this video. Part 2, we're getting a new TV. We're going to get a Sony X900F. They really need to fix the naming scheme on televisions, because it's very, very stupid. But it's going to be a 4K HDR. I forget how many nits it is, but it's... I'm a little bit restricted by size here on my table. So it's a 49-inch. So it should barely fit on there. And it's going to have motion flow, which is going to be great for gaming on the PlayStation, because it's going to pretty much make any game look like it's 60 FPS. So I'm excited for that. Let's do the dangerous part first. So I'm going to go over the general idea of what I'm doing. So to replace the hard drive on the PS4 with an SSD, typically you would need 2 thumbsticks. One to get all of your saved data and whatnot onto, to restore it, and then another to get the system firmware and software updates. I'm only using one, and I'm uploading my saved data content onto the online storage instead to save me a thumb drive, and because I'm PlayStation Plus. So hopefully this should work. That's what I'm hoping. Then I crack this open. I completely turn off the PS4. I remove the glossy part here and unscrew some things, which reminds me I should get my screwdrivers, and then slot everything in there, boot everything up, put the thumbstick in there to install the software, and that should be it. Fingers crossed. So as you can see, here's all of my online save data, a lot of Star Trek Online, as you can tell, some GTA, some Rainbow. Keep going down the line here, lots of Star Trek, lots of Star Trek, lots and lots of Star Trek. Some GTA, some Red Dead. Yeah, some NHL 20. You get the idea. So, there it all is. Now to begin the fun part. Thus begins the process. We're going to turn you off, hopefully not for the last time. Here we go. Okay, unplug you first off. There we go. And I'm going to be watching a video instructing me during this process. That's what I'm replacing right there. So. Oh, that is on there tight. Oh God, I'm stripping it. Okay, got 2 screwdrivers. One of them should work. And it's, oh no, it is going to be the bigger one. Okay. Do not lose this. Okay, so the drive is out. Now, to get rid of these screws on here, and with all the screws out of there, so I just took off those ones off camera, should just slide right out. And then should just be able to slide this right in. I think that's the way it goes. Yeah, because there's a little arrow right there, so that way. So now we gotta re-screw all those, so I'm gonna do this off camera too, but re-screw all those. Okay, never mind, I think I had it the other way around, because if you have it with the arrow pointing in like that, then the holes don't actually align, because there are holes right there and they don't align with those. So, and I tested this with the other one. The other one's the same way, so you're going to want to slot it in the other way, and as you can see, the holes line up. So I figured out what the arrow is for. It's to direct you putting it in instead of putting it in the cage. So you're going to want to, once you've screwed all these screws in, again, don't lose these, you're going to want to just gently push it in there, and it should fit in like that. And then you screw this back in, put the top on, and I'll show you where to go from there. Okay, so the top is back on now. Before you power it up, you're going to want to put in your thumb drive with the firmware update. You can find it on Sony's website. Just Google PS4 system software, and there'll be a file to download. Slot that in there. Put this in, and now you're going to want to hold down the power button. If I can get this in here. Sean can't penetrate. Okay, so you're going to want to put that in there, and then hold down the power button until you hear about 2 beeps. 7 seconds. Let me turn on the TV too. There we go. Oh, there we go. Okay. Reinstall system software. There we go. So we do have a thumb drive in there. The update file cannot be used. What? Your first instinct is going to be to click the update file. You're not going to want to download this one. So not the update file. You're going to want to scroll down to where it says complete system software file and then download that one. So that should pop up. So now we're going to want to continue on that. Initializing. I'll be right back when it's booted up, and then we'll take a look from there. So what you're going to want to do on your USB device is you're going to want to create a PS4 folder, and then in that folder create a folder that has update on it, and then in that folder you put the PS4 update file that will be in the description. Make sure you download the right one. Make sure you download the bigger one. Hopefully that'll fix things. Let's try again. Ta-da! Fingers crossed, hopefully it should boot up normally. Wow, I haven't seen this screen in 6 years. Okay, I'm going to set this up. Okay, so I got it booted up and whatnot. Thus begins the process of downloading all of my save data, which shouldn't take too long. Hopefully this works. So, good news, everything has transferred over very, very nicely. I got to re-download everything, but all the save data seems to work, judging by Star Trek Online. That is my character right there at Fleet Admiral. So, I'm going to download some stuff. I'm going to play some games, obviously, see how she performs, and then I will cut to the TV, hopefully tomorrow, if not Wednesday. Sorry about that, skipping forward a little bit. So, bam, this is the new Android Smart TV X900F 49 UHDX various other letters. Again, this is a very, very stupid name, but a very, very smart TV. In fact, here, I'll show you the old one. The old one's so light I can pick it up with one hand. So that's the old 720p. This is the new 4K. Ultimately, right now, first impressions, blown away with it. Picture quality looks great. The smoothing is fantastic, which would be great for gaming. Another thing that blew me away, oddly enough, is the audio. The audio on this is utterly fantastic. So let's plug in a PlayStation 4 here. So just from seeing the opening screenshot of Star Trek Online, I can already tell the blacks are much darker and detailed. The whites are utterly fantastic. I'm not even sure if this is technically HDR. I have the HDR setting on the PS4 turned on, and everything on the TV should be on HDR. I would think, and I've checked all the color inputs are there and whatnot. So hopefully, but the key thing is the smoothness, which I will show you here in a second. So this isn't the best example to show you. Considering Star Trek Online doesn't run in 4K. I mean, I've got a regular PlayStation 4 anyway, not a PlayStation 4 Pro, so it wouldn't be in 4K. And it doesn't have, like, an HDR mode or anything. I'll show you Spider-Man here in a bit. But, look at this. Like, this is... The camera doesn't do it justice. I'll guarantee that. It's so pretty. Like, I've never seen New Romulus look like this. And even better... it's so smooth. It is so incredibly smooth. I'll show you guys in combat. So here I am slaughtering some Borg in Star Trek, and you can see the third-person combat feels so much better. Like, this feels like PC, but on a console. Alright, space combat. Let's do it. Look at that. Oh, the Plasma Storm, I've never seen it in such beautiful color. So here we are as the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Let's just get up this building here. Ooh. I gotta say, I have not seen this game look this good. Like, this game already looked good, but holy cow. It looks bloody amazing on here. Let's go fight some crime. Alright. Ooh, that's not good. Ooh. And this game does have native HDR support from what I've seen off PlayStation's website. Could be wrong about that, but considering it's a PlayStation exclusive, I would think it has HDR on it. And I gotta say, I really do notice the SSD doing its thing. The games do seem to be loading quite a bit quicker. But considering we got motion smoothing on and it's a sports thing and there's currently no sports going on, load up some NHL and see the Flames and the Oilers go at it. So far, holy cow, like this looks much more realistic. It makes the janky animations a little more worth it. Holy cow, I can see the shadows a lot more clearly. Yeah, this looks fantastic, and I'm not even in the sport mode, because there is a sport mode in this thing. So here, if I go to that, see how sports mode looks. So this is the sports mode. Oh! So that's the end of the video for the most part. Hope you guys somewhat enjoyed the upgrade setup. Comment if you think I should get a PlayStation 4 Pro or wait for the PlayStation 5. Honestly, I'm tempted just to wait for the PlayStation 5 because this already looks fantastic. I'm Sean Reimer. I don't rhyme. Hit that subscribe button.